Top 3 naked bikes under 1000cc, each with a completely different personality. The Duke brings superior raw power. The MT brings a characterful CP3 and cutting-edge tech. And the Kawasaki delivers refinement and value. But when you put them head-to-head, which one comes out on top? Let's find out. The R version of the Duke 990 gets 5 more horsepower, putting it at the top of the pack with 128 horsepower at the crank. That's 4 more than the Z900 and 9 more than the MT-09. And it doesn't stop there. When it comes to torque, the Duke is also the clear winner, pumping out 103 Newton meters, 6 more than the Z900, and 10 more than the Master of Torque. It also reaches peak power at a lower RPM, giving it an even stronger punch down low. Thanks to its larger engine, the Duke comes out ahead whether you're talking about top-end power or low-end grunt. The Duke's dominance continues in the weight department too. At just 190 kilograms wet, it's 4 kilograms lighter than the MT and a massive 24 kilograms lighter than the Z. So when it comes to power-to-weight ratio, the winner is pretty obvious. The Duke takes the crown, followed by the MT, with the Z900 coming in third. Now, each of these bikes comes with a completely different engine layout. The Duke runs a parallel twin with a 285-degree crank that mimics the character of KTM's 75-degree V-twin. The MT packs Yamaha's famous inline-3 CP3, while the Z900 sticks with the tried-and-tested inline-4 setup. Part of the Duke's and Z's power advantage simply comes down to displacement. Both engines are around 50cc larger than the MT, so they've got a bit more capacity to work with from start. But the Duke's position at the top of the horsepower chart isn't just because it's bigger. KTM has given it a higher compression ratio, which helps squeeze more power. On top of that, the engine is tuned much more aggressively, aimed at extracting as much performance as possible. Meanwhile, Yamaha and Kawasaki have taken a slightly different approach. Rather than squeezing every last horsepower out of their engines, both seem to prioritize a smoother, more linear power delivery and a stronger, more usable mid-range. The Duke with its 285-degree crank sounds very similar to a V-twin. Next is the MT, with its distinctive inline-3 growl. Then there's the Z900, with its smooth inline-4. On the electronic side, Yamaha comes out on top as the most generous of the bunch, loading the MT-09 with the most comprehensive suite of rider aids as standard. You name it, it probably has it. Cornering ABS, a 6-axis IMU, lean-sensitive traction control, ride-by-wire, multiple riding modes, a quick shifter, traction control, wheelie, slide, engine brake control, cruise control, and a TFT dash with smartphone connectivity and multimedia features. The Duke offers a similarly advanced electronics package, but KTM is a bit less generous with what comes standard. To unlock features like Quick Shifter Plus, cruise control, slide, wheelie, slip regulation, and some connectivity functions, you'll need to pay extra $900 for the tech pack. On the plus side, it comes with a very cool 8-inch TFT display that's easily one of the best-looking interfaces in the class. As for the Z900, its electronics package is still quite advanced and includes most of the essentials found on the other two bikes. However, it lacks some of the more sophisticated adjustment options, such as separate slide control, wheelie control, and engine brake control settings. The Z sticks with a steel trellis frame, while the MT gets a more performance-oriented lightweight aluminum perimeter frame. The Duke sits somewhere in between. It uses a tubular frame with the engine acting as a stress member, much like a perimeter frame, but technically, it's neither a perimeter frame nor a trellis frame. It's made from chromoly steel, which claimed is both lighter and stiffer than regular steel. For suspension duties, both the MT and Z rely on fully adjustable KYB forks up front, while the Duke comes equipped with larger fully adjustable WP Apex forks, a brand owned by KTM. At the rear, both the MT and Z come with an Öhlins SDX46 shock, but they're not the same spec. The MT's Öhlins features a piggyback reservoir and full adjustability, making it the more premium setup. The Z's Öhlins unit is a simpler design, offering only preload and rebound adjustment. Meanwhile, the Duke runs a fully adjustable WP shock at the rear. For stopping power, all three come equipped with Brembo monoblock calipers, but the MT and Duke get the newer generation Brembo style moss, while the Z relies on the older, though still excellent Brembo M4. The style moss have a few advantages. They're lighter, offer improved airflow for better cooling, and are known for providing a sharper, more consistent lever feel. They all run the same tire sizes front and rear. The Z900 may be the heaviest bike in the group, but it also comes with the largest fuel tank. As for fuel economy, the differences are pretty small, so all three are fairly comparable in day-to-day use. Dimension-wise, the Duke stands out with the tallest seat height and the longest wheelbase of the bunch. Now, when it comes to pricing, the Duke is the most expensive bike here at $13,399, and that's before adding the optional tech pack that unlocks all the extra rider aids and features. The MT-09 SP comes in at $12,699, while the Z900 SE is the most affordable of the trio at $11,999. So if we're talking engine performance, the Duke is definitely the standout here. Its parallel twin delivers the most torque in this comparison, while also producing the most horsepower, giving it the most muscular engine of the bunch. The MT's CP3 Triple is no slouch either. It's punchy, full of character, but with around 50cc less displacement, it can't quite match the Duke's outright torque and power figures. The Z takes a different approach. Its inline 4 is all about smoothness and refinement, delivering strong mid-range performance and a silky power delivery that makes it incredibly easy to ride fast. While it may not feel as explosive as the Duke or as playful as the MT, it's arguably the most polished engine here. When it comes to electronics, the Yamaha takes this round pretty easily. The MT comes loaded with a Superbike-level electronics package straight from the factory, while the Duke locks some of its best features behind the optional tech pack. As for the chassis, the MT is the only bike here with an aluminum perimeter frame, which gives it an advantage when it comes to weight and outright performance. That said, there have been a handful of reports of cracked MT-09 frames. It's worth mentioning, but these cases are quite rare and don't appear to be a widespread issue. When it comes to suspension, I'd say the MT and Duke are pretty evenly matched. Both get premium fully adjustable setups, and the same goes for the brakes, with both bikes equipped with the higher-spec Brembo Stylema calipers. The Z900, meanwhile, gives up a bit of ground in terms of suspension, braking hardware, and electronics, but it also comes in at a noticeably lower price. So, which one would you pick? Let me know your pick in the comments below. And as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell. It really helps a small channel like ours and allows us to keep making videos like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.